All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. My name is Josh, and I'm going to be your presenter today. It is promptly 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We're here to spend the next 20 minutes or so talking about, general training topic for church windows, training resources. Welcome to all of you. Hope everybody had a nice Christmas holiday there, a nice Christmas weekend, in anticipation of our new year, of course. We're going to, again, work till 20 minutes after. If you have to have seen what you came to see at any point during the webinar, of course, you can close out of the window and exit the webinar at any point. Thank you in advance for attending. It is just me today. I will be the only one here and answering questions. Please, you by all means type in questions in the questions portion or pane of the webinar if you wish. However, it is just me, and I may not be able to get to that till I'm concluded, with the topic I'm here to discuss. But I'll certainly try my best to keep an eye on those, and I'll do my best to repeat those for everyone's benefit, and then we'll see what we can't do to get those answered. I do ask that you do keep those topical, meaning about our training options and resources that we're here to discuss today, as opposed to any other portion of the software. Either if you do have other questions about church windows, please either look for another webinar event on the topic that you're seeking, or please call our technical support team at 800-533-5227. We're always happy to help. You can also email us at support@churchwindows.com as well. So, but I will finish up at 20 after, no matter what, and I will do my best to, I'll stick around to answer questions for you if you have them. I may ask you to contact support based on that, just based on the question you're asking. It may be about your data, specific to your database, and not because I don't want to answer it, but simply I can't. I need more information. So, all right. The first and foremost important thing to discuss here is I'm going to be showing you things as they relate to our version 18.15 or 18.15.1. Some of you may not have this version yet, or you've received the CD and you have not yet installed it. Okay, this is important because we've added the rewritten help files into version 18 in this new version. So if you're running a version earlier than version 18, you're not going to see the same help files that we have now in this. Okay, if you have not received your version 18 CD from us, and you would like us to send it to you, please, either call us or email us at support, and we'll be happy to get that right out the door for you. We will be eventually sending all of the CDs out to all of our users. We're just sending them out in waves now in order to, ensure that you've got the best possible support. And so we didn't want to throw those on everybody here and have everybody waiting on support. So if you haven't gotten yours, please let us know. We're happy to get it out the door for you. If not, you're not in any hurry, then by all means, we're happy to get that out for you sooner than later. But there are so many other options for church windows that we can look at here as opposed to the help files in version 18.2. Okay, so just to show you what I mean is normally when we would click help, it would open our regular traditional Windows search, or Windows help files, which are awful, honestly. They would have you'd have a topic and a search and a it was bad. It's bad, and just wasn't very user friendly. Here, notice here we just click on help and it opens up our general support topic, and it's separated here by manual, or by basically essentially the manuals. So here, notice here that when we click on our menus at the top, it does break it down and take you to specific sections in the help files. So if I go, okay, I want to look at setting up a chart of accounts setup, I simply click on that, and notice there's even further submenus. Okay, adding or removing accounts, and even further submenus beyond that. Okay, so if you're unsure what to look for, search for keywords, then perhaps start from these menus and look for these little side arrows here that are going to reveal for you other internal topics. Okay, so far better. And yes, of course, we can type in, a specific topic if we wish in the search as well. So if I type in chart of accounts and click search, notice it brings up a whole bunch of topics with regards to chart of accounts, 39 exactly. Okay, so it does bring us to specific topics in our manuals, in essentially the manuals or in the help files themselves. Okay, and you can click on any one of these, chart of accounts setup, and boom, it takes us right into what is essentially in the manuals or in the help files themselves for, the topic that you're seeking. This is a real step forward for church windows in the help topics. Okay, so please use these when you get new version 18. They're so much better than the help files have ever been before. Okay, so that's one of the big changes that's occurring in the new version, is better and enhanced help features in the software for you. Okay. We also still have, if we go into, say, donations, and just by way of an example here, we've always had the F1 key. So if you're at, enter donations, say, for example, and you want to seek a topic about that, I don't need an unposted batch, and I'm clicking on a particular, like here, if I choose a date and I click my F1 key on my keyboard, it opens up enter donations automatically with the help topic for the enter donation screen. The F1 key has been in the software for some time, but it does bring up very detailed help topics in here now. Okay? These are just within the Church Windows software. These access to these new help files. Again, if you don't have version 18 installed, this may be a reason, one of the reasons why. Of course, there are other reasons that we might suggest that you do it as well, but might be just another reason to go ahead and install that new version. Okay? Notice here there are links within our help files too. So if it says locking field information tab and enter key users. So if I click on that, it takes me to this lock and enter key tab with regards to what these little light switches mean on our enter donations or our browse transactions or journal entry or what have you. Okay. So again, look for the live links in here in these help files as well in order to go to other internal topics if you wish. Okay. Again, these are just the help topics that are within the Church Windows software program itself that will help you. Okay? We also, as I like to point out, we're now moving away from Church Windows with regards to this, is that if we exit out of the program, we go to our website, Church Windows, we have more completely free information on Church Windows and the software and how it works than ever before. Okay, the new features and enhancements in the software are enough that we have decided that we are going to give away more of our information to help users get up to speed than ever before. So what I mean by that, we're going to talk about our Church Windows training options here at the very end, but if we go down to, say, our support page here, our support section down the left side here under support, we have support details and all the other support pages here, but the ones we're really here to look at are the ones labeled New Version Resources. So if I click on New Version Resources, it opens up our New Version Resources and Recorded Webinars page. And notice this is now broken down by version. So here we have version 18 at the top, and we have version 17 below that. Okay, hopefully everybody can see that. Let me just kind of draw a bigger box here, right around those. Hopefully my yellow highlighter, poorly drawn boxes are helping steer some focus here for us. So here under version 18, we've got what's new in version 18. We've also got access to the version 18 searchable and printable help documents, basically the same information that's in the help files. So you've got them available here, even though you may not have version 18 installed, as well as some movies of some webinars that we've recorded that were specifically on the version 8 that were recorded while using version 18. We even have more under version 17. So if we go down here to the bottom, these are all movies of previously recorded webinar, user group webinar presentations just like this one that have been produced and are available for consumption at any time. Again, no password required here. These are all free and available for you to watch 24/7. As I like to joke with folks on my support calls, you can sit at home at night and with a bowl of popcorn in your jammies and watch them if you want. Okay? In either case, most of them are approximately 20 minutes in length, much like the webinar we're having today. There are the periodic ones that are an hour long. I think things like directory is an hour. I want to say that might be the only one that I can think of that is. Maybe emailing, giving statements might be there, or membership emailing, but I know that the directory one's an hour. I don't know, but you can check it. There's a timestamp on them. So if I go to, say, directory and view movie, and it starts the presentation itself, here, this takes us to our YouTube page. It clearly tells us here it's 57 minutes. So you can see the timestamp on that as well. Okay? Also notice this is now due to the, to the user group webinar page, or to the, new version resources page. This is taking us directly to our Church Windows YouTube page. So if you go to www.youtube.com/churchwindows, you will be able to access all of the Church Windows movies that are listed down here as well. These are all direct links to the Church Windows movies and pages, amongst other topics, of course. I don't know if you use YouTube, but their information is listed there. There is a Church Windows YouTube channel, essentially. Also, there are links to this movie under the support blog page. So if you've never used the support blog, it's right over here again under support, right below our new version resources. Okay. So if we click on that, the difference between our new version resources, which is exclusively video or movie presentations, the support blog has a mixture of both movies and printable documents. Okay? So we have the software blog. You can use the search field to type in a keyword. Notice that each one of the topics that are listed here, and these are based on those that are added most recently to the oldest. So right here it says written by Church Windows on Friday, December 18th. We had a number of those published right there on the 18th, but then it will eventually move down into an earlier date when we did release something, okay, or posted something on the blog page. Yeah, it looks like we put a lot out on the 18th. And then you go down to older posts. Or, as we've seen here on the help files, we also have it broken down by module. So here it says posts by module in the upper left: membership, scheduler, donations, accounting, payroll, Church Windows Web, and system. So if we click on, say, membership, notice here every single one of the topic headings is prefaced with the word membership. That's telling us that that is a topic that is exclusive to the Church Windows membership module. Sure, there might be some overlap with regards to some of these, but in terms of our estimation, we believed that it was a topic that was more closely related to membership than anything else. And there's all kinds of stuff in here, folks. Right here is our CW Help Files version 18 membership. It's a PDF file. It'll tell you. Okay. I'm looking in here for like a document on here. So let's do emailing. Let's type in email. So here we go, emailing donation statements. So that's a document. So it says here, if I click on that, oh, it's a movie. Sorry, that's movie. My fault. There is one down here. Donations, emailing donation statements. There's the document. So right here, print or view PDF files. So when I click on that, that does reveal a document as opposed to the movie. So if you prefer to read to obtain your information, if it's easier and you get more information out of reading a document versus watching a movie, then perhaps there is going to be a document or a movie available on the topic that you seek. If you're unsure and you're unable to find it, please call us. We're happy to let you know, and we'll get that onto the list of whatever topics or whatever's missing to try to get that make that available for you. Okay. So emailing donation statements, in addition to all of our support blog information, again, you can isolate it and go, okay, I want to see what's available in accounting. For accounting on the blog page, you can just choose accounting and it'll reveal everything as it relates to accounting. Okay? And of course, as we are quickly approaching the end of 2015, we also have under our support link section over here, New Year Prep and Help. So that page on our website is specifically dedicated to all of the help documentation, both in the form of movies and recordings as they relate to the end of year procedures for all of the modules. So right here we see end of year New Year prep documents. Hopefully everybody can see my highlighter there. And we've got end of year movies. So we have printable documents on the end of year steps, as well as video presentations that you can watch specifically and exclusively on the end of year or New Year preparation topics. all kinds of information that's available just for being a valued Church Windows customer and user. Okay? The reason why we're doing this 3 days before the end of the year is because we are approaching January, where it's our extremely busy time of year. We try to get back to our users in 15 to 30 minutes, in most cases on a good day. And this will probably escalate up to, you'll probably be told it might be an hour or two when you call in, based on the number of volume. And so the reason why we're showing you this is because you may be able to go to one of these other resource pages, either in the software or on our website, and obtain the answer to your question or to your support issue there before we get back to you. Okay? We don't want you to have to wait any more than you have to, and so we're making all of this information available to you. Okay? So please, learn to use these resources. You may find your answer there quicker than waiting for a support technician to call you back. Okay? So yes, the documents, like right here, you've got your, donation New Year prep steps. Right there's the document. Or you can watch the movie that covers that exact donations New Year steps topic heading. Okay? So whatever your learning style is, generally if it's reading or viewing a video, we're going to have something available on those. Okay? Finally, we do have our other training options. There is an expense involved with those, but right here under our Church Windows training, we do have our live web training, individual customer training, our workbooks, but we also have these, the free user group webinar page, the webinar movies or webinars that we're offering. Okay, we will be taking the month of January off for these, but we will get back to them in the month of February and for the balance of the rest of the year after that. Okay, so we won't have any user group webinars in January, but as soon as we get past January, we will schedule and plan those for another month's worth of webinars starting in February of 2016. But these, like live web training, we were offering a discount or sale on those last year, and we did determine that the price point that we had established on that was not favorable to our users. And so the live web training, while there is an cost involved, it's $60 an hour. So basically, you can purchase an hour of a Church Windows trainer's time, such as myself, and I can remote over to your machine, and I can teach you an awful lot in an hour of my time exclusively. Okay. We also do have the customized training, which is where you would literally come to our offices here in Columbus, Ohio, and work with a trainer such as myself for a working day in one of our training rooms here that we have. You and up to another user, you would have a PC, etc. Those are our other training options. And then, of course, our workbooks, which you can purchase, and we can either print for you or we can send you the digital copy that you can print there at the church. But the recorded webinars and the free user group webinars, they're all completely free. Now, they're not necessarily on a topic that you may be seeking, but that's where something like a live web training is nice, is because we can work with you exclusively on your data. Every church's database is different. There are certainly some resemblances between them all, but they're all different. And so your database will probably have something different in it that I've never seen before. So working with your data often helps. That's the advantage of live web training. So basically, in about 19 minutes, folks, that's it. That's virtually all of our training options in about a 20-minute whirlwind tour around here of all of the training options that we offer. We hope it's been helpful. If you do have questions, please go ahead and type those in for me. Otherwise, you may certainly, of course, exit the webinar, and we thank you so much for attending.